Hi, we're here with David Chomca, one of our speakers for Comsys 2021. Hi, David.
Hi, Filipa. Hi.
Hi, so would you like to tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
First of all, thank you very much for asking me how to spell my name and how to call my name. This is really awesome, and you managed that absolutely bravely. So,
Perfect.
thank you for that. As you can also from my name recognize, I'm the international speaker. I'm coming from Czechia to Comswers, and well, I'm coming from the Heidelberg Cement Group, which is a company known more in the UK as a Hansen. So yes, I'm working for a company where basically the main business is about the building materials. So, uh, but it's also the company which is having a really nice ambition to become the first industrial technology group in the building materials industry. And personally, I'm working in the group IT department, which is now making more sense why I'm here, right? And I'm taking care about our infrastructure, and my role is a product owner, and I'm product owner for the collaborative workplace. So I do take care about all of those tools and services which helps to our users communicate, collaborate, and that's where obviously Microsoft Teams is playing one of the key roles, obviously.
Great, thank you. And what will you be speaking about at our event?
Yeah. Well, after my introduction, I would not be really surprised if you also ask why this IT guy on such a high level is really trying to maybe present some session, like could be that useful. And I would say my session is coming from experience, real life experience. And that's also the name of my session, which I had last year on Comswars. I was honored to have also pleasure to speak on the last virtual event. And my story was, or my session was called Real Life Cement Story. And it was, that's how I call it. And it was about our first experience from deployments of Teams with phone system and direct routing for our main headquarter in Heidelberg. And that happened in pre-COVID time, and when I was still in the role of the architecture, and I made the design for that solution for our company. At that time, we had around 1,000 users, and it was in Europe and in USA. Now we are evolving that service, and with basically having only small amount of users on the telephony integration, it's now growing, and it's now more challenging from the product perspective. So my customers, imagine my customers, I'm developing the service from our internal users. They are coming from also different places in our business, right? They are coming from not from headquarters. They are also coming from cement plants, small offices, customer service centers. You can imagine places like Quarry, Weybridge, Gates, and all of those, very different places. And if you decide to use Microsoft phone system as your PBX, it's not so straightforward that you will just put, to everybody E5 license and that it will work, and yeah, everybody will be happy. Maybe the financial guys will not be so happy because it will be very expensive and not really cost efficient. So I will basically tackle all of those questions which I was having by myself during the design creation and planning of deployments, and you know for very diverse scenarios. So I will also present those scenarios, and I will lead you through the several different use cases and decisions making points of when do you need to use which license. So when do you need to use a phone system for the users, where maybe you even potentially do not need to use the phone system license. When do you need to use a virtual phone system license for your call queues? When not? When you might use a common area phone, where maybe common area phone will not fit within the features that you need for your users on the very specific places. And when you need to look for something different. So you might miss some functions and features, and it might be maybe reasonable to find even totally different way how to license a specific service account or whatever. And the last topic that I would like to tackle is also maybe the usage of the audio conferencing licenses, because what I have learned, there might be functionalities that the people will be even fine just with the pure telephony, and that on the meetings, and that they do not need to use the audio conferencing license. So it will be about the experience, efficiency, licensing, and maybe some deep dive functionalities also time to time.
Well, that's great. We can't wait to have you back again, after last year and the virtual events. We can't wait to finally have an in-person event again. It's been so long. What are you looking forward to about it?
I was uh, I was basically rising my first session ever to Comsverse in 2020, like that I would like to, and I would love to speak in front of the people and community, and it didn't happen, right? It was
Yeah.
virtually even. So what I'm even more like now looking forward after having the opportunity to already speak on multiple virtual conferences, I'm looking forward to have a real audience. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward not to have the
definitely.
audience, which is myself speaking to
Yeah.
myself, and really meet the people from the community. What I have learned over the last 2 years when I was starting with Microsoft 365 World and implementations of Microsoft 365 in our company. I have learned that there is a very nice and huge community of the people, and I would love to speak with all of those people, which even they do not know that they helped me when I was making, any some decisions, some implementations. So I'm happy to speak with them.
Yeah, well, it'd be really great to meet the community, and it's been so long. So, yeah, well, we look forward to that. And will you be joining us for the pre-event at all?
I would love to. I hope that all of those travel restrictions or conditions will fit for me,
Yeah,
and I'm making myself ready for that. And I'm really looking forward also, not only for the events that are happening there, but recently I saw even the menu of food which will be presented
yeah,
on the talk. So it's great, amazing.
yeah. It looks
Mark,
really nice.
good job.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we thought we'd get the VIP experience for everyone, and hopefully it'll be really enjoyable, and the food will be really great, and everything else. So,
Yeah, I would encourage anybody who is still thinking about attending, just go for it, even if you are traveling from, different parts of the world. I believe that it really is something which you will get the value back for all of those things, like thinking about how to get it on the plane, etc. It
yeah,
will be paid out.
100%. Well, thank you for joining us today. It's been great. Thank you.
More than welcome and looking
Thank
forward.
you.